Greetings, आभार, नमस्कार. मेरा नाम आमना सिंह है और I am back again on Janaki Talks with my partner Pradeep Singh ji from Roots to Bloom. We are super happy and grateful to all our partners, supporters, collaborators for their cooperation here in supporting, in making this drive possible to get on ground. So we are coming very close to you at the GL Bajaj Management Institute, Greater Noida, 1st of May, to honor the gift to you with the Nari Shakti Samman Puraskar, She Rise, Break the Bias. So अभी आज हमारे आज जो जुड़ी हैं, जो जनकी जिनके बारे में हम बात करने वाले हैं, वो कू के साथ काम करती हैं और हमारे साथ बहुत कोऑपरेट किया है उन्होंने आज इस सेशन के लिए. So her name is Sukhada Rao. We welcome her wholeheartedly. Hi Sukhada, how are you?
Namaste ma'am, I'm fine. How are you doing?
Very well. So before we start the conversation, let's know a little about Sukhada. So Sukhada is a very dynamic Janaki, लोगों की, जिसको हम बोलते हैं for the people. She is working with KU as senior communicative executive, certified yoga therapist है Sukhada. And बहुत से creative pursuits में engaged हैं, लिखती हैं और मिसेस इंडिया के लिए गई थी आई थिंक इन वन ऑफ द ब्यूटी पैजेंट्स एंड वो शॉर्टलिस्टेड एज वेल. सो बहुत सारे एक्कलेड्स, बहुत सारी अचीवमेंट्स हैं इस जनकी के बैकएंड पे और साथ ही साथ फॉरवर्ड गोइंग बहुत सारा कुछ अच्छा काम कर रही हैं. जैसे अभी जनकी के साथ शी राइज पर, ब्रेक द बायस पर कितनी और वुमेन अचीवर्स को सपोर्ट कर रही है बाय रियली एक्सटेंडिंग KU's support, because KU happens to be our social media partner. We really welcome you here. Pradeep ji, would you like to say something before we start?
Just I'm welcoming Sukhada ji for being with us, for supporting this drive, particularly specifically CRISE or the Break the Voice. Anna, you can start us how you have actually initiated. So better if you will go for that.
All right. So Sukhada, tell us about you first and our audiences who are watching you here, and I'm sure they're going to watch same on KU as well. So tell us about you, your academic background, a little about you, like on the personal side and the work experience. That would be wonderful.
Definitely, ma'am. So my name is Sukhada Sachinda Rao. Basically, I'm Maharashtrian and settled in the Bangalore since last 10 years. About my education, I completed my graduation in commerce stream, and a few years back when the digital trend came in the market, so moving from traditional marketing to digital marketing, I have done my master's in digital marketing. So engaged with the social media since last 5 years, working for the different apps and different roles. So my approach is, when I'm approaching the people, I feel that people has a lot of talent, only they need a right platform where they can come and they can express themselves. So we do have so many platforms available, but there are certain people who are available everywhere. Root side, if you go for the tier 2, tier 3 cities or the very ground level, people has a lot of talent. I'm here working for helping these people to come out of their bias or whatever myths they have about the social media. Come out of that, express yourself, share your thoughts, and be social. Because once you start talking with the people, definitely you will learn and you will grow. So this is my main concern with this, specifically working with the KU app as a community executive. About my hobbies and all, I started a few years back. There is a story actually. I met with an accident, and it was a very severe accident, spine injury. I was paralyzed for more than a year. And during that time, I felt being dependent on someone by physically, it's very much challenging task, because as a working woman, as a financially independent, when you are dependent on someone just to take care of yourself, that is not good. So during that time, I focusedly worked on my fitness. So I joined the yoga classes. There I learned so many things, and I decided to become a yoga therapist. So I learned almost 2 years. I was learning different courses of the yoga. Then I am actively gym participant. So I keep working every day in my day. Swimming is my passion. So all these things, I got a confidence that you can do anything. Whatever happened in your life doesn't matter. Just give up and go. Just move on. Don't stuck in that thing that this is happened with me and I can't do anything else. That's it. That event happened. Now just move on and achieve something new. Make some milestone for yourself. Don't see that what others are saying or what others are doing, that is not matter for you. Keep doing your own milestones. So that is the all idea about being yoga therapist or being a swimming practitioner. So this is all about me.
Wow, what a journey. So, what really, strikes to me is that जो experience आपके साथ हुआ, उसने आपको टफन तो किया ही, लेकिन completely अपनी शक्ति जो आपकी inner force है, उससे भी आपको, मिलवाया big time. And that is such a wonderful thing to uncover, isn't it? So,
Yes.
I think this is wonderful actually to start. So वो कहते हैं एक बड़ा कमाल का quote है that they say that I don't shout, I don't shout to like scream, I shout to be heard. So बहुत फर्क होता है जब इंसान अपने लिए कुछ किसी तरीके से किसी दिशा में वो चलता है फोकस के साथ, परसिस्टेंस के साथ, लगन के साथ, तो फिर ऑफ कोर्स चीजें उसके लिए उस तरह से मैनिफेस्ट करना शुरू कर देती हैं. वंडरफुल. Sukhada, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
So, Pradeep ji, you want to ask a question or should I pursue?
I want to add.
Yes.
Want to add what Sukhada ji was telling. See,
Yes.
we are talking about or we are saying about the break the bias. And whenever or anytime anything happens like such in the lifetime, we all actually are going with certain bad phases.
Yes.
And if you see the yoga, that comes as a healing for her.
Very true.
It's not only for her. This yoga therapy is helping to all. Either you are in the corporate or you are in the social development people or you are in offices working for, during your official workings as related to the government officials. But all of them are stuck up in some way or the other. But if they follow this yoga, they are somewhere healed up for that. I keep on actually seeing all these our bureaucrats, especially IAS and IPS people. Every day their mornings, they are actually a morning people. All the bureaucrats and all the IPS, they are the morning people. And what good or what best actually exercise or practices they are following is they all follow the yoga. All of them, irrespective of the ages, they are breaking the biases that okay, I'm going to retire or I'm the first one or the new one, but they all follow the yoga. And this particular journey actually starts from that what you call the academy, the IS academy. From there, if you see the videos or if you see or if you follow that particular academy, there this particular habit, I must say, the habit actually, the practice starts generating. And this is how we are following, or people are following. Even though we are stuck up, even though we are being actually held up for certain reasons, but things moves on and the life also moves on. And that is what actually she is saying, that कभी कोई चीज रुकना नहीं है, वो रुकता है नहीं actually. We need to go ahead. We need to think for that कि मेरे को जाना है and I need to work on that. So that is how Sukhada's journey was as if now, I could say. So Anna, over to you.
Come to think of it, Pradeep ji, ये जो बात है सही है कि रुक गए तो चलेगा कैसे, है ना? वही बात होगी, पैराडॉक्स है कैसे, isn't it Sukhada? अच्छा, एक चीज है इस चैनल पर या जहाँ आप देखेंगे और जो भी हम बोल रहे हैं ना, ये कंटेंट कॉपीराइट है, ध्यान रखिएगा, बिकॉज हूँ तो कैप्शंस निकल जाते हैं just generally I'm lightening that. तो जैसे सोशल मीडिया ऑफर करता है लिबर्टी, फ्रीडम, offers so much of control, now financial opportunity also.
Yes.
So many ways and avenues are opening. So tell us, Sukhada, now for our audiences, that what is the role of social media strongly when it comes to empowering women, according to you?
Thank you so much for asking this question, because whenever I write on the Who app or any other social media app, I personally feel as a social media user, we are more responsible, because this channel is like a two-way weapon, two-side weapon. So if you use for your own safety, that is good. But if you're using it a wrong way, it will turn on to you. Likewise, when we see many times we keep sharing such a things which are not necessary to share on the social media platform. And because of that, lots of crime keeps happening. We get suffered, like some cyber crimes, we have seen the cases. So that time we As a social media users or as a social media platform, it's our responsibility to guide the people what is the right thing and what is the wrong thing. No doubt you are earning money from that, no doubt you are getting proper fame in that, but it's your responsibility what you want to spread on the social media. If you are doing something where communities are coming together and they're helping someone who is actually in need, that is a right task. But if you are provoking people for some wrong things, that is absolutely incorrect. So it's our responsibility when we are posting anything, read twicely, thricely, what is the meaning actual it is, how it will go to the people, or how it will spread the message in the community. So that is our main role. So I personally feel, though it is a kids who are using a social media, teenagers, or any adults or any influencer, it's their responsibility to guide the people, to motivate the people, do for something good things, not to provoke them, to create some noise in the market, like nonsense things in the society, nonsense trends in the society, or especially to create some violence in the society. Nowadays we are seeing like lots of things are going in the social media platform. So instead of helping each other, instead of bringing community together, we are trying to divide the people, which is absolutely wrong. We got an opportunity due to technology that come together, be helpful to each other. But if it is not happening, then this weapon or this tool is not useful for anyone.
True, absolutely. So वो सेंस ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बहुत जरूरी है. जैसे वही बात है कि अगर आप जिम्मेदारी नहीं लेंगे तो
Yes.
आप कैसे एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे. यू हैव टू चेंज द वेज. बट प्रोवोकेशन जो है, isn't it like, again, just I'm just sharing because क्योंकि जो लोग जुड़ रहे हैं, देख रहे हैं, I'm sure उनके दिमाग में भी आएगा. की बात टच की आपने और एंगेजमेंट्स की बात टच की कि जो रिक्वायर्ड नहीं है हम आज की तारीख में वो भी मीडिया डाल देते हैं थम्स अप के लिए, राइट. उठा दिखा रहा है सामने वाला, sadly, but that is like this huge gratification the people are getting. So my question is that this provocation, ये resistance जो है basically, उसको हम कैच कैसे करें. मतलब हम एक्सप्लेन कैसे करें कि यार I don't want to name it. I have so many handles that I can talk right now. So not doing the work as they should.
Right.
और कैसे करेंगे सुखदा?
I think being expecting something from someone else, why can't we start from our home? As a user, if we are responsible and we are sharing the same thought with our family members, if I'm sharing the same thought to my daughter, when you are using social media, be careful what you are using, what kind of videos you are seeing, what kind of videos you are posting, what kind of pictures you are posting, on which site you are posting. If you are concerned with that, if being a parent, we are taking care of our children, what they are seeing on the social media, definitely we can bring the change. I know nowadays it's really difficult to control our children, but we can showcase them that these things may happen with you. You may get suffered with the cyber loss, you may get trapped in the cyber crimes. So we have to give them the clear picture. Nowadays in teenagers also, they are more into seeing the pornographic or blues videos, and parents cannot check them, because if you delete the search history you cannot track them. But we have to give them the clear idea. See, if you are doing this, let's say मैं Instagram पे कुछ picture डाल रही हूँ and people are liking that, people are sharing their thoughts on that, comments on that, and if I'm getting kicked with that, absolutely there's something is a mental problem, because we all are running behind that like, comment wala and the fame wala things. That is not good for the our future. Lots of things I have seen, like people are when they're traveling, they share that excited that traveling so and so place. You are giving invitation to criminals that I'm away from my home, come and loot. So इससे better है you can tell your relatives, yes I'm traveling, take care of my home. जो हम पहले करते थे, घर से बाहर निकलते, we used to tell our neighbors 2 दिन के लिए बाहर जा रहे हैं, please take care of our house. That we are telling to the society openly, and nowadays that is also one kind of invitation we are giving to the criminals. So that responsibility we have to take, and also we have to share these thoughts to our family members as well as our kids, the people who are around us, who are following us or who are trusting us. This is our responsibility as a user. थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है ये प्रोवोक करना, क्योंकि लोगों को हम ये नहीं बोल सकते कि मोबाइल हाथ में आने के बाद क्या देखना है क्या नहीं देखना है, वो उनका अपना चॉइस है. बट कहीं ना कहीं हम उनको थोड़ा गाइड कर सकते हैं कि भैया इतना नहीं, थोड़ा इतना कर सकते हो. So that is different.
If we see Constitution, If I talk about the Constitution also is saying if you have a rights, then you have the responsibility.
Exactly.
And if you don't follow the rights with the responsibility, there is a penalty.
Exactly.
First and foremost, this needs to be taught to each and every. That if you are not responsible while using a social handles, there will be a penalty for that.
Very true.
Can be in any form. It can be in the form of fine. It can be in the form of jailing,
But
going to the jail. So this can be. Secondly, if you see, if I talk about that, people are using or youngsters are using more into, or they are more actually nowadays going with on the social platforms, even in the gaming platforms also. Privacy setup we need to teach.
Yes.
उनको और कोई नहीं बताएगा. We need to teach about the privacy setup. What exactly this privacy setup is, how much it is dangerous for them, how much it is dangerous for the family members, how much it is dangerous for their incurred money actually.
Right.
This we need to teach them. ठीक है, ये बताना पड़ेगा. इसी दौरान में इस पूरे कोविड कॉल में मैं बताऊंगा एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है रेस्पॉन्सिबल नेटिज्म करके. रेस्पॉन्सिबल नेटिज्म सिर्फ और सिर्फ इसी चीज को मतलब सोशल प्लेटफॉर्म में जो प्राइवेसी सेटिंग है ये चीज सिखाने के लिए सारे अक्रॉस इंडिया में स्कूल के बच्चों को सिखाते हैं. बहुत अच्छे से दे आर कंडक्टिंग सो नाइसली. सोनाली पटनकर है, शी इज फ्रॉम मुंबई इटसेल्फ, शी इज फ्रॉम महाराष्ट्र. शी इज डूइंग an amazing job for this, going around all the schools, collecting the students in the batches of 20, 30, 50, 100, telling them about the privacy setting about the social medias. Then what can be the penalties? What is the age limit for that? Because जो आपने कहा ना कि घर से शुरू करना पड़ेगा, वो घर से वो स्कूल से ही शुरुआत होती है एक्चुअली. मैंने ठीक है मेरे पास लिमिटेशंस है बिकॉज ऑफ द कोविड की बच्चों को मोबाइल देना है, बच्चों को ऑनलाइन रखना है, बट मेरे पास एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी भी है कि उस बच्चे को बताना भी पड़ेगा कि यहाँ पे ऐसा होता है. नॉट दैट कि हम पोर्नोग्राफी अब क्योंकि वो तो देख रहा है, द पर्सन द स्टूडेंट इज एक्चुअली गोइंग थ्रू इट. तो उसको हमें बताना पड़ेगा कि उसका मेरिट क्या है, डिमेरिट क्या है, उसको कैसे परफॉर्मेंस उसका डायरेक्ट डिक्लाइन हो रहा है उसके कारण एक्चुअली. This needs to think for, and that is what the break the wise for. Earlier we were not discussing about this कि gender education क्या है, gender क्या बोलते हैं, financial education क्या है, about pornography क्या है. This we were not discussing beforehand. आज से 20 साल पहले हमारे माँ बाप हम लोग को एक चीजें की बिल्कुल ज्ञान नहीं देते थे. Of course वो क्लोज सर्किट में बच्चे हाया करते थे. अगर पेरेंट्स एक जगह हैं तो बच्चे एक जगह रहते. Nowadays तो ऐसा है नहीं, आप वही मोबाइल है, वही सिस्टम है, वही लैपटॉप है, सबके पास है वो. So we need to actually make people to understand, our students to understand first that if this is good for entertainment, this is good for that thumbs up. आमना जी जो thumbs up आप बात करी थी, I forgot the name of ताई, that मुंबई वाली, उन्होंने कहा था कि thumbs up को अगर यूज करना है ना तो वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट के लिए यूज करना.
Very true.
बिल्कुल.
उस thumbs up को यूज करना ना तो उससे ना बैंक का पैसे का मतलब she was telling those ladies, they told that we are not actually safe, we are not feeling safe to use this credit card, debit card and internet banking, and we know about this thumbs up only. हमें अंगूठा पता है बस. How to use this अंगूठा, now you tell me. He was telling okay, then she went to the bank that these ladies, they are forming an SHG, they are working very good, but I don't know how to use or how to make them to understand about the financial inclusion. बैंक सर एक काम करिए, आप उनके अंगूठे से ही उनको पेमेंट निकलवाना शुरू कर दीजिए. बोले हो जाएगा, हो जाएगा. They enabled a system where they are using their thumbs up to take out that money. आपको अंगूठा वो जो हम लाइक के लिए कर रहे हैं कि वो सोशल मीडिया पे जरूरत हो गया, लेकिन उसी अंगूठे को आप एम्पावरमेंट के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं.
Very true, sir. I'll share one experience because when I was a part of Mrs. India pageant and we had some targets like you have to create some videos, some task we used to get and post it on the social media. So I observed during that 1 year duration, whenever I'm doing anything on the social media, my daughter used to follow the same thing. Now at age of 8 or 9, that is not her age to understand what is going on the social media. Just somebody's liking doesn't mean that your video is getting viral or somebody's liking your talent. They may be posting for some other reason. So when I realized that thing, she is getting influenced or addicted with those likes or comments and all, I stopped using all social media platforms, stop posting those tasks what they are used to give me. So it should not happen like that. That thing we should realize as a parents, we should realize what is good for our kids and what is not. If they are influenced by us, let them influence for the good things. So instead
True.
of making that TikTok videos or something is going, some music is going on and mother is dancing on that, that is not good for our children, because this age is not good for them to understand or to involve in all these things. So better we can involve them in such a things where let them come in front of the cameras, let them share their thoughts about what's going on. Let's talk about the COVID, let's talk about the current situation is there in the market. That is really good. At least they will improvise their communication skill, they will learn vocabulary, they will get that stage fear, they can remove that stage fear from their mind. So these kind of things we can develop in our kids, but not like that some video is going on and they're dancing and they're expecting some like comments or money out of that context. So this is our responsibility as a parents and as a social media users.
True, true. Add to Pradeep ji and what you said, Pradeep ji, आपने इतनी गहरी बात कही है ना, वो जो अंगूठे की बात आपने करी कि किस तरह से you can use that, जो आप बैंक का एग्जांपल दे रहे हो. Come to think of it, that's from where we started. कि लिखना नहीं आता है, पढ़ना नहीं आता है, अच्छा अंगूठा लगाना तो आता है. अरे अंगूठा तो प्रदीप जी, अभी हम स्टेज पर we I think we all need to reflect. I think जो लोग देख रहे हैं, जुड़ रहे हैं, literally I strongly with everybody on board here and those who support, trying to tell you that it's your choice, it's personal choice, yes, but then make sure that you use that choice responsibly, isn't it? And correctively कहा that आपकी responsibility है, ये ध्यान रखिए कि आप क्या डाल रहे हैं जिससे आपका मेंटल वेलबींग खराब होगा, आपका सोसाइटी अपसेट नहीं होगा. बट देन सुखदा, ये फैक्ट है, अगर हम इसको सम करें तो इसको सम बहुत अच्छे से कर सकते हैं कि कहते हैं कि चरण जो है मंदिर तक लेकर जाते हैं तो भगवान जाता है, राइट? सो दैट्स हाउ आई थिंक आप I'll just sum it there. I'll go on to the को आपसे that come to think of it, अगर आप इसको एक मॉडर्न पर्सपेक्टिव से देखें तो डायरेक्टली ऑन द फोन the availability of the smartphones today that our children have across, आप मुझे ये बताइए कि वो जो डायरेक्ट कनेक्ट है with the ग्लोबल वर्ल्ड अक्रॉस बच्चों का, आप कितना उसमें उसको भी कटेल कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज हमने बात की कि किस तरह से बच्चे, बिकॉज व्हाट दे सी इज व्हाट दे ऑब्जर्व, हम किस तरह से चेक कर सकते हैं. प्रदीप ने कहा कि और पेनल्टी की बात हुई, बट वो इट इज नॉट इन प्रैक्टिस एज अ राइट, आई अंडरस्टैंड appropriate to answer. Is there a fine or a penalty if you're doing something which is not appropriate constitution, what you do on social media and what you cannot do on social media?
Ma'am, I'm so sorry. Could you please repeat your question because your voice was breaking in between?
Oh, I was just asking that is there really a fine for posting some kind of content which is not considered appropriate by the constitution or by the laws?
Yeah, I guess there are some cyber crimes are involved in that. If you are posting some irrelevant content which are against the cyber rules or regulations, then definitely there are some crimes, but there are some limitations on that. So when we are educating our kids or students, so we can tell them that these things can create this kind of violence. So let's say, let's talk about the current topics. So when the Kashmir Files movie was released, and there are lots of things like positive, negative things came. As a social responsible or as a social user, are we really concerned to know the actual reason of that thing? No, we were just following the comments and we were posting our thoughts. So instead of that, go in the root first, understand, and then you share your thought. It should not happen that somebody is influencing you and you are going and posting your thoughts. That may create violence, that may create noise in the society, which is not good for the community. So better we need to educate our students, learn, read, understand, and then express.
I agree to that. Do you think that is let's get very real about this. See, I want to keep very transparent that way, that क्या ये हो पाता है अगर आप कुछ पढ़ते हो, सुनते हो, एंड स्पेशली कंसिडरिंग द जेन एज दैट वी आर इन, हम शॉर्ट्स के गेम में हैं, हमारा अटेंशन स्पैन है, हमें 60 सेकंड गेम समझ आता है. आपको लगता है उनके पास इतना समय है? तो see, that's exactly, as a parent also I am expressing a concern.
That
कि
is
Definitely, ma'am. Because as a parents, it's our people, the kids, especially they are when 4 or 5 years age group, they are blindly following their parents because parents are their heroes. And if that time we are doing that 24 hours we are spending on the mobile, WhatsApp, and social media, definitely they are following the same thing. They will take the mobile and they will keep watching something. So they don't know what to see on the mobile. Whatever they are seeing on the screen, they are just enjoying that thing. Instead of that, if we are keeping our screen time limited, that's from so much time to so much time I will be available on the social media, that will be one thing we can help out that. Secondly, why can't we learn or read one book at least in a day? Try to read 1 or 2 pages and make them habit, because your kids are following you. If you are reading one book, they will ask for, they will also demand one book from you. Develop that habit in you. Secondly, are you reading the newspaper, or are you reading the news on the channels, like news channels or mobile? Why don't you read the newspaper? So they will learn that habit and they will start discussing with you the what news is going on, why this is like that will develop that the thinking ability. Then you can ask them, why don't you write the questions what comes in your mind and try to search the answers. Use internet to search those answers, not to just check what is going on. So that habit, this is as a parents our responsibility to develop this thought in their mind.
see, as a smart, I wanted to communicate and give this message out, and you did it through the question. You've given the answer as to what we really wanted. So, social media is equivalent to social change. It is
Yes.
as that, right? Because it definitely contributes hugely and in a major, major way. So, the most rapid tool today that we can say that is like multiplying like that amoeba is basically the social media and the apps that are coming around and all of that. So going forward, Pradeep, do you want to ask something or?
just to add on this. आपको एक छोटी सी story बताता हूँ. My son is in 10th standard and he is more into gaming and all. Someday, someone actually from our overseas sent him the message that please send these documents. I require these documents. He asked me, Papa, ये document चाहिए. I said, what for you required? Someone is asking this. I need to actually say it to him. Then I told him, I make him to sit, make them to understand about the relevance of the document, about the importance of those documents. You know what they were asking? They were asking about the Aadhaar card. They were asking about the PAN card.
Yeah. That can be create a fake loan accounts.
And-
that can be create your fake passport.
And if this boy is not coming and asking me and taking out the pictures and sending it across, you can imagine what can happen actually. It's not only with me, it's happening actually around the globe with so many people. Because if the student or the parents are not aware about those things, if they are not actually informing our students, younger generations, that this is a cybercrime actually. It's not only that where you will be getting a cyberbullying. So many other things are going around. A single document can be used in different mode for different purpose also. And how we can make them to understand. See, अगर आपने बच्चों को दो चीज बता दी, in any of the case, मैं बार बार बताता हूँ, in any of the case, दो चीज हमेशा सोच के रखनी चाहिए for our younger generations. Try to make social harmony in any of the form. वो सबसे बड़ी जरूरत है. एंड देश पहले होता है, देश को सोच के रखना चाहिए. आप जब कुछ भी करें, आप कुछ भी एक्टिविटी करें, अगर ये दो चीजें आपने हमने लोगों को बता दी ना, अपने बच्चों को समझा के रखा कि किसी भी तरीके से हार्मोनी डिस्टर्ब नहीं होनी चाहिए. वो सोशल बैलेंस, सोशल इक्वेशन से रिमेन्स दैट रिमेन दैट. अरे पढ़ना है तो अब्राहम लिंकन को पढ़ लो ना यार. पढ़ना है तो क्या बोलते हैं, पढ़ना ही है तो शेक्सपियर को पढ़ के देखो ना. अगर रियली में आप चाहते हो तो ट्राई टू गो एंड रीड दोस बुक्स. आप समझोगे कि कैसे स्ट्रगल शुरू होता है और कैसे स्ट्रगल होता है.
And sir, being a like you are as a school founders and school, you are running the schools. I would request that this legacy we can start from the school. When I was a school student, I was in school. We had a compulsory subject that we need to read one book at least in a month, and we need to express that books, like what you learn from that book. Now on social media, I run this kind of trends that what is your favorite book and all. I realize that very few people are interested to talking about this kind of topic. then why can't we start from the school only?
Yes.
By the time they complete their graduation, they will learn at least 100 books in their life, apart from their education and curriculum. So that may help them to develop their responsibility, sense of responsibility. And whenever they will come on the social media, so that will, at least we can expect that cyberbullying will not happen. We can reduce some cyber crime. Secondly, we can maintain that cyber equality on the social media instead of creating fake accounts and bullying the women. So that
Right.
can also we can stop. And
Right.
main important thing, that comments what we face in this one social media, that also we can control some in some extent.
True.
See, if you keep on following how we are doing or what I am doing specifically, or my people, we keep on talking about the public policies, what is good or bad or that, how we can actually implement it. We keep on talking about or the sharing our interest for the books. We keep on talking about how our conference, that is submitting documents, submitting articles towards the conference, how to write those conference articles. That is how actually we are trying our students to learn now. But generations and others who need to think for that. That आपको
Yes, very
सिखाना है तो आप वो सिखाने की कोशिश करिए. Social media पे भी use करना है. I keep on using social media extensively at LinkedIn. ठीक है. But वहाँ पे भी I keep on posting the relevance of the subject, relevance of the topic, how we can make people to understand about these things. So, Anna, over to you.
So rightly said, Sukhada and Pradeep. Exactly. Many schools are actually doing that already. This practice is on. We guys are doing it independently as well. Like Pradeep said, at his end, he high. But then overall, it's like we've maintained that at Janikechi Rise. Together is where we. So it has to be a collective effort. It has to be done across. But then we can't blame. Just that जिस चीज को ज्यादा push मिलता है. Let's be honest. Let's talk about algorithms with you. You know, जिसको push मिलेगा आगे आएगा. जो visible
very
हो
true.
automatically वो sell करेगा. So again, it's a complex situation, but yes, we'll unravel and we'll link the parables धीरे धीरे वो हम करेंगे. But हाँ, जो लोग जुड़ रहे हैं जब देखते हैं लाइक सब्सक्राइब करेगा. अका वर्स इट आउट को फॉलो करिए. आत्मनिर्भर भारत लर्निंग प्लेटफॉर्म को फॉलो करिए. कहते हैं सपोर्ट करेगा इंडिया तो बढ़ेगा इंडिया. सुखदा जो हमारे साथ जुड़ी हैं, जो कू के साथ काम करती हैं और उन्हें बहुत से उनके जो एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं और जो भी अचीवमेंट्स हैं, सब कुछ डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में आपको उनका इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगा. गोइंग अहेड, अब हम बात कर रहे हैं सोशल मीडिया और किस तरह से उसका जो कंट्रीब्यूशन इन ब्रिंगिंग अबाउट लिटिल चेंज, रिफॉर्म अक्रॉस टुवर्ड्स वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट एंड ओवरऑल. टेकिंग दिस फॉरवर्ड विद यू सुखदा, अभी थोड़ा लाइट करते हैं, थोड़ा इजी करते हैं ना. अभी बड़ी सारी डिस्कशंस हो गई अंदर से. ओहो, सिर्फ यही होने वाला है इसको. So yes, we know social media is equivalent to social change. Yes. So we know the agent of social change are the people behind those apps, right, Sukhada?
Very true, ma'am. So I think I got a target from you, or we can run this campaign through our platform through. Why don't we bring, yes, why don't we start some campaigns where we can bring the social awareness, how to use the social media, what are the responsibilities, these things. And if you people are joining us, definitely we can bring some change in the society.
We are definitely in and we are going forward. And I'm so glad you're such an intelligent woman. You got it.
Oh, thank you.
So happy about it. But yes, as I said, people behind definitely have a role to play. And we as, intelligent, smart, rooted women as well, and men across, we need to be very conscious about the mobilization, right? How we're trying to really put that into practice. That is extremely important. And I'm glad that you got it so well. So yes, liberty, freedom, control, is what we're talking about. Resources is something that we both need to share so that we can empower, because we have to bring about a team and go forward collectively. So Sukhda, abhi hum baat karenge about Sukhda strike इस करके एक हमारा सेक्शन आपको पता है, राइट? सो उसमें हम आपसे रैपिड सवाल पूछेंगे और हम आपसे जानना चाहेंगे कि आपका टेक क्या. आप तो खैर एक्सपर्ट हैं ही इन द सेम लाइनअप, बट प्रदीप जी आप कुछ पूछना चाहेंगे? you'd like to start with a question because आपने कल अच्छा किया था.
Okay, सुखदा जी, क्वेश्चन मैडम एक्चुअली हम लोग को पूछना चाहिए था, लेकिन चलिए मैं आपसे पूछ लेता हूँ. सोशल मीडिया या बुक?
Books.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया or England?
India.
Option is not India. Actually.
No,
Option is
India.
England.
Jai ho, Jai ho.
You know,
Always
like
India.
always India. Okay,
Yes.
this is what actually we are giving the break the price type.
Ah,
Thank
That
you.
India comes first. Uh, Next is wildlife or wild animal.
Wider life.
Amna, over to you.
अच्छा अभी मैं पूछती हूँ, अब उन्होंने तो पूछ लिए है ना. अब मुझे ये बताइए कि अगर आपसे कि क्या आप जो काम कर रही हैं वो छोड़कर फास्ट, मैं क्यों ये एक सवाल करी बिकॉज एकदम से मुझे इट जस्ट हिट मी एंड आई हैव टू आस्क यू दिस concept because I have to touch this our beauty pageant you've been a part. I will taking quickie forward in a minute. मुझे सिर्फ ये बताइए कि also the way they are projected on the social media bring about that dip when we talk about the status or the shakti that we are talking about.
Ma'am, could you please repeat? I just missed the question because the network is not clean.
So what we'll do is I'm going to detailed deep question. I'm going to go forward with this right only and like a train.
Amna, your voice is breaking actually. You are not clear.
Yeah.
Am I clear now?
Yeah, please.
Not much, ma'am.
You can keep it.
I can, but still it is, I think, breaking. It's again breaking.
So आप पूछिए, आप striking quickie पूछिए, फिर then I'll see.
Let me. Sukhada ji, during the journey of this actually beauty pageant, how exactly you find that, okay, are they really going for the break the vice kind of thing or?
Okay.
Really?
Honestly, I answer this question. Hello, am I audible to you?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. When I participated, I had a thought that they might project the how strong you are when the situations are negative or different, and how you are taking care of yourself. Along with that, how you take care of your other colleagues and all. I had that kind of thought in my mind, but absolutely I was on the wrong platform because I'm not into more glamorous life. I prefer to be in a root level. So that was my wrong decision to join a beauty pageant. I'm not that kind of person where I can expose myself just to get one crown. So absolutely, I mean, when I participated within 3-4 months only, I got to know, but I paid money there and there was no chance to get it back. So I just go on with that.
Only thing, one thing I need to actually ask in regard to the same. Did something as a learning during that particular exercise, during the participant to be the part of that particular event? Is there something which is a new learning for you?
Definitely. First thing, we have created some boundaries around us. So when I participated in that, I saw that more aged women, like elder women, were participating in that, and they were very free with all the things. Though I was restricting myself to doing some things, they were doing it freely. Then why that boundaries are around us? Why we are stopping us to doing those things? Just because I'm from small town, just because I'm from middle class family, if those boundaries are there, then we have to break those boundaries. Let's prove it that what talent you have, what can you do. That thought I learned from that. Secondly, I believe that instead of showing that how beautiful you are, why don't you show that how beautiful mind you have, how strong your brain you have. Let's work on that. And from that thought, I just started my own podcast which is supporting to all these things. And that one new thing I could learn from that thing. Secondly, I gain a confidence that I can go anywhere in the world without anybody's support and help. So another thing is that the just that I wanted to join as a traveler. So that one thing I could learn from them.
So
Great.
my last question, of course, not related to, of course, the beauty pageant, because you are into the community executive for 2 offices.
Yes.
Good or bad experiences during once you reach to people as in community for the community outreach program?
Yeah. So first I will share the good experience because that is a more than bad. Good experience is that when I communicating with the people will respect you as you are sharing your thoughts and if they're liking your thoughts. So it is a one kind of responsibility how we present in front of the society or a group of people. So that one thing I learned that how to write, how to speak, and how to connect with the people just to get to know what is there in their mind. Secondly, it is another responsibility that how platform will help others who are actually in a need. That two things I could learn from this particular app. And main thing I learned that especially what things are going on the society, how as a responsible, the whatever thoughts I shared till now that I learned from this app. Bad things I could say that there are still few more are people, like we can say nasty people who are keep coming on this inbox and keep calling me, keep doing this thing and that thing. Those are there. So I think that there is opportunity to us to teach some lesson for them that you are a responsible citizen of this country and use this platform as a responsible citizen. So that one opportunity or one challenge we have right now.
True, true.
Just my last question.
Yes.
As all the print media, usually we call print media to be the paid media actually. How exactly are these social media platforms or other media platforms? Are they really much symbolic to that, or they are actually acting differently?
uh, it is on people. They are like we are a mediator. Somebody is coming, they're sharing the thought, somebody else is reading the thought and he is expressing. So it is like it's your perception that how you are taking. If you think yes, somebody is in a problem, I need to help him, definitely you will take it as a positively. If you are a negative kind of person, you will think, oh my god, they are in a problem, let me create some more problems, definitely it will create more problems. So it's our perception that how we are taking that media, that's it.
So Pradeep ji, we have a smart lady. आपका ही जवाब दिया है कि सोच करना पड़ेगी तो कि हम कैसे perceive कर रहे हैं. So, you're born without boundaries, Sukhada. You learned there, right? Any day we say we are born without. We have to rise above our fears. And you know what? आपने कहा, not so good people. Don't even talk. तो वो not so good people हैं, they are armor. वो आपका armor है जो आप लेकर चलते हैं कि ठीक है, you know what, I know what I need to do with who. So going forward, मेरा striking था train या plane, what do you prefer?
Sorry.
Train या plane?
प्लेन. उड़ना पसंद है.
अच्छा, उड़ना पसंद है. Wings. All right. Okay. अच्छा, ये बताइए, Hollywood या Bollywood?
No one.
No one?
Yes.
अच्छा, शायरी या अन्य रेस पोएट्री?
Poetry.
Poetry. All right. So मेरे तो striking cookies हो गए. We got to know so much about you today, on the personal level as well, and how and what the kind of work you're doing towards the change that literally hope to change. The kind of campaigns you're trying to run, the podcast that you are, work that you do with the support of we, with Pradeep, that we are extremely humbled and gratified. I have to mention Digvit. I'm extremely grateful to that gentleman. I'm extremely grateful to Siddharth ji for the support, Utkarsha for being there. I met you a little late, but I'm supremely grateful of you. And for supporting Shira is Break the Bias, bring it on ground, helping the for us. Do download the app, the Coup app. Okay, check that out. It is as good as any other, medium that you
Social
use,
media.
social
Yes.
media, and it's really wonderful. Why? Because it's really connecting you with the right kind of people, delivering messages that are meaningful and sensible right to the phone comes through the Coup app, right? So दो लोग साथ मिलकर he और she की रेस को खत्म करते हैं और आगे और कहते हैं सपोर्ट करेगा तभी तो
बढ़ेगा
बढ़ेगा,
इंडिया.
right? So thank you so much for your time, and looking forward for having you with us. She's one of our awardees, nominees, much deserved, such a woman. We look forward for having all of you on the 1st of May at GL Bajaj, the venue, the details. And guys, do like, share, subscribe. You cannot miss this, all right? And she'll see you the next time. Pradeep ji, your closing notes. Thank you, Sukhada.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Sukhaji,
Thank
for
you so
joining
much.
us. Thank you. Thanks, Sukhaji, for joining us. Thanks, Amna, to actually taking forward this Zenki Talks. Only thing, whenever we are using any of the social media platform, I do remember during the COVID times how Twitter was active, how SMS was really effective actually. And that is what the good thing about the social media.
Right.
It can be a negative for the people or for the person or for the organization, but in a whole nut, the social media cannot be negative for the society. It is you and we, how to use it, how to cater it. So
Very
always
true, sir.
try to use that particular thing, try to be with those things that I need to use this particular social media, either the coup or the Twitter. It can be anyone, but try to use it wisely. And yes, of course, thanks to the coup operations, thanks to the coup team for supporting us. And yes, break the vice from our side too, that we are discussing on. We are talking about break the vice. We are talking about the sea rise and looking forward for the Janki Talks and the key centers moving ahead. Thank you. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
थैंक यू प्रदीप जी, थैंक यू आमना जी गिविंग मी दिस एन अपॉर्चुनिटी. एंड आप लोगों की वजह से मुझे एक ऐसा टारगेट मिल गया है कि आई कैन वर्क ओवर दैट बीइंग अ पार्ट ऑफ सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म. एक ऐसा कुछ हम कर सकते हैं सोसाइटी में चेंज लाने के लिए कि बीइंग अ सोशल मीडिया यूजर्स, वो हाउ वी कैन मेक इट इज अ सेफ फॉर एवरीवन, not only for women, not only for any main things, but we can work togetherly to bring the society change in the society. So thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to connect with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you.